it. Because if you listen to what they are saying and you assist them in saying it, so what is your role? And number two, many of the things the people say are not correct. But they say it because they do not have the facts that you and I have. They have not come to Karen, they have not been briefed by the deputy president, so they don't know. So the work of a leader is to guide the community, to guide the people, to tell them this one is okay. Yes, we need these 5 things, but this one, right now, it is possible. This other one will require a year or 2. This, that is the work of a leader. If your work is to follow the people, you have no business calling yourself a leader because it is the people leading you. Isn't it? So who is leading the other? Yeah. So I expect you as opinion shapers, as leaders, to lead. And leading means you explain. You help people to see a picture they didn't have. You assist them because God has blessed you, you have some extra information, assist them to see things differently. But if people shout and say, we want this now, and it is not possible, then you go there and carry placards and start saying, yes, 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 we want. You have no business calling yourself a leader. And that's why you see a good leader is not popular all the time. But a good leader is popular at the right time. I repeat, a good transformative leader is not popular all the time. I have told you how Kibaki was very unpopular in 2005, 2 years after he was elected almost unanimously. But by the time President Kibaki was leaving in 2010, 2011, many people in Kenya were saying, I wish Kibaki could get at that term. True or false? Those of us who use this road to central Kenya, that's when the dual carriageway, Thika superhighway, started being built in 2009, 7 years after Kibaki's election. Not in 2003. That's when people saw the superhighway. Yeah, 50 kilometers from Nairobi to Keno. Kibaki did that without speaking Kikuyu and without climbing on trees to explain and publicize his love for the people of Gema. In fact, I was a young man. I served briefly in his government. If you are from central Kenya and where we come from, and you try to speak to President Kibaki in your mother tongue, he will tell you off. He has no time for nonsense. Yet, he transformed Kenya, and he transformed even our rural economy without speaking Kikuyu and without pontificating how he loves the Gema people. True or false? President Uhuru, who also appeared, also came from our region generally, also did wonderful programs. And I've just given the Superhighway for Kibaki. Kibaki did many things across Kenya. But it doesn't mean if you do across Kenya, you'll not do where you come from. You can do at home and away. Yeah. Musidanganywa ati for you can only succeed if you do things where you come from and ignore everybody else. Because again, you'll not have even introduce compulsory savings. Mandatory by law in Singapore. You must save. It is your money. Kama hii NSSF tumeongeza. NSSF is money for the retiree. But we force you to save so that you have enough package to go home so that you don't retire and die the following day because after 40 years, you have accumulated so little. So the housing program is helping us in the Human Development Index. Kenya's growth and development will rise. The housing project is helping us absorb some youths who are idle for the next 2, 3, 4 years. Don't ask us what they will do after that. By that time, we'll have another program. So between staying idle in the markets and heckling leaders and being busy in a construction site for the next 2-3 years, which one is better? And better keep them busy. They earn every day. So by the time they finish that project or that program, we'll have made other interventions for them. And the people who are opposing the housing project have jobs and they have houses. It is also helping us to resuscitate the construction sector, cement, steel, sand, all those things that go into construction. That industry, the construction industry, will be revived because of that involvement. Number 4, we are, because macroeconomic stability, then you have revitalization of critical sectors where we get our livelihood from. Then there's the housing program. And then number 4, it is jobs. It's jobs. And I don't have time to say what we are doing right now and going forward on job creation, but we must reduce the number of our jobless youths. We have no option. We are doing it through temporary jobs in some of the programs, like the Affordable Housing Program, and also in the Climate Works Program, which we are now going to roll out. We have Nairobi now engaged 20,000 youths. We will double it to 40,000 youths. We want every county to be a center for climate works, similar to what used to be called Kazi Mtaani, at least to keep our young people busy for the time being as we work on the long-term interventions. But we are also encouraging our young people who are young and educated, who cannot get the jobs we are providing. If they get jobs abroad, let them go and work, invest at home, save. When they want to come back after 5-10 years, they can always come back. There are people saying we are doing labor export. We are not exporting Kenyans. We are just doing what is known as labor mobility. The same way, many children were born in Tharaka Nithi, but they work in Mombasa today. They go home after 3 months or 6 months or at the end of the year. They are still children and sons and daughters of Tharaka Nithi, but they work in Mombasa, isn't it? What is the difference if the person is working in Dubai? The one who doesn't have the job in Mombasa? There's no problem. In fact, the person in Dubai, when they are coming home, will reach Tharaka Nithi before the person coming from Mombasa reaches Tharaka Nithi. Because it's under 5 hours to Jomo Kenyatta and 2 hours there. Huyu mwingine akikalia barabara kutoka hapo Kilindini, kufika Nairobi 8 hours. Na amechoka. Another transfer, another 3-4 hours. Tafika the following day. So in a modern world, between keeping our youths idle and getting them jobs anywhere, we would rather get them jobs wherever we get a job. They invest, they save, they are always welcome to come back home. So tunasema we are programs for kazi kwa ground, kazi mtandaoni, na kazi majuu. We are also creating ICT jobs. Hiyo ndio kazi mtandaoni. ICT, through the ICT hubs, digital jobs, content creators, then the creative economy. So we have that job agenda, which we are pushing extremely hard to make sure that we need. So I'm left with 2 last ones, that is health and education. All the 5 I have mentioned are in the economic sector. The 2 last priorities for this government are in the social sector. One is health. SHA is not working, SHA is not working, SHA is not working. Before 2022, the National Hospital Insurance Fund, NHIF, covered only 9 million Kenyans, adults and children, including the secondary school children, 9 million, through EduAfya. To be eligible to join NHIF, you must either have a payslip or some other ability to pay the subscription. True or false? NHIF, either uko na payslip ama uko na uwezo wa kulipa ile subscription. Today, after just rolling it out for 3 months, and we are going to continue for the next 3 years, we have 18.5 million Kenyans with a medical insurance, from 9 to 18. We will push it to 40, 45, 50 million. That is what we call universal health coverage. Why? Because it is not only the employed people and the people who can pay who fall sick. See, everybody gets sick. Si kila mtu anakuwa mgonjwa. Why have an NHIF that caters for somebody with a payslip and somebody with ability to pay? Taifa Care, SHA, universal health coverage, is to make sure every citizen have a medical insurance to take care of their medical needs when they fell ill, because everybody falls ill. That is the aim. Many countries have struggled with universal health care. It's very problematic. In America, Obama brought it in 2016. The Supreme Court dismantled parts of it. It's very political. But it is very transformative for every Kenyan to have an insurance. Why? Because, as I have said, everybody falls sick. Kila mtu anakuwa mgonjwa. Number two, for us to ensure that every Kenyan is insured,